You want to know something, man? I think some women associate the nice guys with the square people in the world, like not the thug type, all that stuff. So I just think they associate it to people that just are not really like in the know a little bit. I'm going mute.
Non thug activities.
Yeah.
Hey, Rocky.
Hey, what's up, everybody, man? Hey, this is a very interesting topic. Why do nice guys finish last? Man, I don't know. You have to. Is it because he's nice, or because of the people that he is in competition with will do anything to win? And when you're dealing with someone that'll do anything to win, oftentimes it's not a fair competition. You know,
So
when she's comparing you to a guy that will say anything or do anything or to gain her affection or her trust or her her assets, so to speak, and
Okay,
he's
so y'all dancing around this stuff.
and
Her
he's relegated
ass,
and he's relegated to just being honest, forthright about his intentions. It puts him at a disadvantage.
getting to those assets.
shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
Yeah, it puts him at a disadvantage, man. But I think a nice guy, nice people. Let's just say nice people, right? Nice people have to accept that sometimes, maybe we can even say the majority of the time, they may end up on the short end of the stick, depending on the character of the circle of people that they move around with. If you're dealing with other high character people, I don't think nice guys finish last. But if you're dealing with other low character people, people who are not of the same ilk that you are, then yes, you will finish last, because you're going to deal with someone who will lie, who will cheat, who will backbite, who will steal, who will mislead.
Dom DeMarco.
Yeah, you deal with somebody who will backbite and mislead. And sometimes I've heard this, JJ. We've even heard this many times. Sometimes women are just happy with a lie because the truth ain't exciting enough. Holla if you hear me.
Hey, wake it up there, Rock. Shit like that, shit like that, shit
I
like
agree,
that.
So
bro.
I'm
you
trying to let y'all get
I
it out.
oh
I'm
so
trying to. I'm
so
trying to let y'all get it all out before I give my synopsis. Go ahead.
you passed
Good.
the Rocky Miller tonight. That's what you're
Yes,
doing. All
I
right.
I
Got
I'll preach tonight, because
Never, man.
sometimes when he tell you the truth that he's struggling with his bills, then that he
Ain't that the
barely
truth?
can make his car note, and that he's hurting on the inside. You don't want
Take
that.
your time. Take your time.
Dom DeMarco.
You you want a man that's supremely confident, overwhelmingly good looking, or tell you anything you want to hear and buy
Can
you
we
what you
just
want.
be honest, Rocky, JJ, JoJo, Drewski, and Brown? Just because you nice don't mean you get access to everybody.
That's
So
fact.
so I don't
It
think that's
means
And
the
I want
also
people to
means that you
understand
don't
that.
deserve access to everybody just
I
because
didn't
you're
say that.
nice.
A man said that. Y'all know a man said that. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying, just because you nice, don't mean you deserve access to everybody.
so you use the word deserve, which is a very tricky word.
That's why I used it. I know what I was doing.
Right, and you're not trying to get access to everybody. You trying to get access to the
But when they
person.
want to be victim,
But,
JJ, they do.
but hold
They
on, but
play
hold
victim
on,
after that. They want it.
but hold on. You trying to get access to the person that shows interest in you, and you're showing interest in them, because you got
Shit
you
like
got
that.
some
Shit like that. Shit like
you got
that.
some
Shit like
guys out there that you know meet a woman, show interest to them, they show interest back. He does everything he's supposed to do to get that woman, and she seems happy, and then she'll go cheat on him.
Hey, JJ, y'all watch the movie Best Man, The Best Man?
Yeah,
Y'all
all
watch
6
him.
of them.
Oh yeah,
Y'all remember? Y'all remember? I can't remember the guy's name, but he had the dreads. He hooked up with
Oh
the
yeah,
stripper chick.
he married.
To
I don't know
me,
that.
Oh, Regina Hall.
Yeah.
I'll find it.
I don't remember his name, but yeah.
to me, he was a good example of a nice guy. You know what I mean? He just allow his woman to talk to him any type of way. He dealt with, he was willing to take anything for the sake of the relationship.
But
Y'all
Brent,
remember the light skinned chick he was with was just going
but
off on him.
Brent, honestly, what woman wants that?
Absolutely.
Like, I'm just being honest. You could be nice, you could do all that, but what woman wants a sucker? Nobody wants a soft dude like that.
What are y'all talking
Some
about?
women do. Some
Right.
women
Some
do.
do,
Not
but the
all.
ones that don't, but the ones that he won't don't want that.
No.
What are y'all talking about, man?
That's
Oh
what I'm
my
saying. The
God.
ones that he won't don't want that.
That's how it go with nice
Once
guys.
he don't,
Nice
he
guys
couldn't
always
attain.
want the women that they really ain't even supposed to be dealing with.
Thank you, Drew.
Now,
If you gonna keep it a buck, that's why they don't never get them. Because it's women out here that want a nice dude, go to church, smell good, look good.
That's
get
why I
his
asked you
nails
what a
done,
nice dude was.
all that shit.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like
But
that.
at the end of the day, you know, he shows his emotions in the right way. You know, he tells his woman how he feels. He communicates very well. You know, he doesn't argue. No, honey, not tonight. You know, that type of thing. He plans out dinner dates and stuff.
Those are the men that call women masculine, I think.
Huh?
Those are the men that Drewski subscribed. That the man from Best Man that Brent was talking about. Those are the men that are quick to say women are masculine. They controlling. They want to be alphas and all that bullshit. I think that's the problem.
I'm
Like
so
you, like
confused.
you.
I'm so confused right now.
than you.
Doing
what?
I played the
think
wrong
some
one.
nice
there.
guys like women that are a masculine nature.
Masculine nature.
Yeah.
But
I think they do.
probably
The
need
reason,
her. They probably
the reason
need
why I say that is because they're more passive and laid back and chilling.
her. Exactly.
They want a woman that's aggressive like that.
So what you saying, D-Dub, that nice guys look for leadership in women? They
No,
looking
I
for
did not
a
say that. I
woman.
did not say that.
But they will but Brent, they will let their woman lead.
Yeah.
They don't
They'll
have a
sit back
problem
and
with
be
that.
a sucker because they got access to a woman they probably didn't qualify for before, but she gave him a chance, so he gonna sit back and be that sucker and you know what I mean, that simp and a panderer.
See,
but don't realize that he's still hurting himself because he's not being true to who he is. He's doing something to keep her. And that's
this is where I kind of disagree with you guys, because you guys are saying that a guy is being nice as an ulterior motive. Like he's not inherently not like nice. Like he's not just a nice man. He can be a masculine man. He can be a straightforward man. He can be a leader, but he's just a nice guy.
But
right?
Rock, I would say that's a good man. That's a good man. But a good man knows when to put his foot down.
Well, what I'm saying is a lot of what and Drewski and DW, you guys can clear this up if you want. It seems like what you're describing is a guy that's playing nice to get what he wants, and that's not a nice guy.
But nice guys don't put their foot down. They don't do that.
I don't think they do.
What?
No,
I don't think
What
they
are y'all
do.
talking about, bro?
I'm trying to figure it out too.
JJ,
Like I said earlier,
my dad is a nice guy.
JJ, your dad is probably a good man, but I think he knows when to.
What's the difference? Oh, okay, okay. So we're gonna play. You know what I'm saying? Semantics with words right now.
With the term nice.
Yeah, like.
But Rock just did that, JJ. Rock just played semantics what we were saying and broke it down with what is this and what is that. No, Rock knew exactly.
No. When I say when you say the term,
Rock just played semantics on what we all said. We
you use the term deserve, right? So when you use the term deserve, right?
So you're playing on
to the person who controls access to that item or that service. Like that's not deserve is not something that we can quantify, right? Because ultimately there are many factors that go into whether when you talk about somebody deserves something.
It's certain women that these nice so-called nice guys go after. The women ain't nice to them. and they still want them to be nice. That's why I said deserve. They shouldn't be going after women that are not nice to them. Leave somebody, man or woman, don't go after somebody that's not nice to you.
So
That's
we're
why I
gonna
said the word
start.
deserve.
We're gonna
Shit
victim
like that.
blame
Shit
now,
like that. Shit like
just
that. Shit
because
like that. Shit like
because he's a nice guy, and he's not with a nice woman.
Don't complain about what your outcome is.
Come on now.
No, I'm not. I'm dead serious, Rock. If you choosing
That's
somebody that got a
blame.
nice
That's blaming the
attitude,
victim. That's
that's
blaming the
blaming the
victim.
victim.
Man, this
Huh?
is so
Blaming
crazy.
the what?
Oh shit, Tiffany here now. Okay,
That's what I'm
thank you.
talking about. Nice to see
But
you.
I'm just, I just go ahead, JoJo.
With dread hair. What's going on?
I
Hey,
just want y'all to understand that I know Rock trying to play on semantics and words. I love a nice guy. Don't get me wrong, but I don't want no soft nice guy.
Oh, so now
We've been saying that. Brent said it at first. What to do? He
I
gave you
agree
a
with her. I agree with her.
He gave you a
I
whole
agree with
character,
her.
and you still went back on the word deserve and wanted to play on one word instead of
No,
hearing what
no.
I was saying. I was very clear. Drewski was clear. JoJo was clear. It's
Nah,
exactly gave you a whole
You
character.
don't want
JJ, you gotta get in here.
Be a part
a
three.
nice guy. You want a hard nice guy.
You want somebody with some balls.
Hey,
Nobody want no
this
soft
thing-
man.
this
I
my
was
thing.
playing on words.
Look, I want no soft man. You can be nice and be okay.
What y'all keep
You
saying?
ain't gotta be a
What
warrior.
y'all keep on saying that nice guys are weak? How y'all
There's a
get
lot of
that?
weak nice guys. You never seen the weak nice guys?
Shit like that.
He
Shit
gave
like
you a
that. Shit
character.
like that. Shit like that.
Did you see the guy? You ever saw Best Man?
I think he's a
He's
good
a perfect
example of what a
example.
nice quote unquote nice guy is. You know,
Bro,
to me, in the movie, the best
that
man,
dude is a
Morris
beta male.
Chestnut
Let's get the fuck away from.
was a.
Let's get the fuck away from.
There you go.
Bro,
Who said beta
let's
male?
get the fuck away
Nice guys.
Let's get the fuck
are
away from
beta
Hollywood,
males
bro.
when it comes to women.
Let's get the fuck away from Hollywood, bro.
Okay, but I would say this, JJ. Nice guys are beta males, and they are treated as such by women.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like
Look,
that. Shit like that.
Hey, JJ, I'm gonna say that, bro. I just think nice is just depending on how you was raised and how you seen stuff being done in your house. Like if your dad did something a certain way, you gonna be that certain way.
Exactly.
And that makes you a nice person because you have those great qualities so fucking well. But every time I'm thinking of it, most of the time it's coming from a guy actually treating a woman very nicely, and then he becomes the nice guy, which is square. But you got the thug ass nigga. I don't blame them either. They don't know what it was like before, and then they just treat however they want to treat. But then that person sticks with them because they feel like it's a project, and they feel what's that fucking word?
I think a thug ass nigga could be a good man.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that they think it's potential is what kind of keeps them near that person that's doing that. Eventually, they could be good. So that's just me throwing something out there. I could be wrong.
I definitely think there's a difference between a nice guy. I definitely think there's a difference between a nice guy and a weak man. Like there's a difference. Like,
Well, can they be the same
Tiffany,
person?
is there a difference between
be
a
the
nice
same
guy
person?
and a good man, or a nice guy? You said a nice guy and a weak man.
and a weak man, yeah, because when I was watching that, there was a correlation between nice and weak, and you could be a nice guy and not be weak, and
No, it's
you
fact.
could be a weak man and not be nice. Like, so it's not the
Definitely.
same.
But I just still think I know JJ want to get away from Hollywood, but I just think that guy was a perfect example. I mean, I don't know. Y'all gonna fight me.
So you're
You
saying
saying
the
the
guy?
nice-
Let me just let me
You can
let
be
me
nice. I
let
said
me
you
let,
can be nice and be a
And is
pushover.
it yes, man?
let me lay this out.
Yes.
The guy that was being literally abused by his woman in Best Man, that was being belittled, demeaned,
He was a nice guy.
publicly disrespected. Y'all saying that guy was a nice guy.
To me, he's the representative of a nice guy.
Yeah, he was a very nice guy.
I think Morris Chestnut in the movie was a good man. You know, I think there was other characters.
Bro.
I think Terrence Howard.
Y'all keep talking about
His name
goddamn
Terrence Howard.
Hollywood,
I
bro.
say he was a
You
good
want to
man.
start naming people we know than JJ? We all over the world. You understand?
Yeah, we don't all know the same
Chestnut
people.
was
We
not a
can't
good man.
Okay.
correlate.
Okay. So let's take it here.
Gotta be a nice
To
woman.
me, a nice man is somebody who's not gonna be totally honest with his woman on how he feel about things. You know what I mean? He's gonna defer his own feelings to satisfy her in
I think that's weak.
many situations. But
Well,
I
well,
think
I think it
that's
looks
Nice. I
different
think
as to
that's
what
sweet.
this is what I'm saying, Rock. When a woman tells you, when you hear, you don't heard women say this, that guy was too nice. You know what I mean? And I think what women are saying, if you interpret that he just allowed them to have their way. He didn't have the ability to stand up for himself. He just allowed them to just run the show. And I think by default, women don't want that. Women want a man that's gonna stand up and say, "Hey, baby, this is what we're gonna do." You know what I mean? This is how we gonna handle this. This is, I think that's what women, ultimately want. And I don't think a nice guy possesses that skill set. The nice
We
guy.
definitely want assertive, not aggressive.
But
Like,
Brent, also, it could be this. How about that nice guy is just a gentleman and he was taught how to treat women, but the women he dealing with ain't never had that before. So he's too nice. Sometimes that happens. Like, you could be a gentleman, open doors, open car doors, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff.
But if we want to really bring it back to the topic, I don't think nice guys
Shit like
always
that.
finish
Shit
last.
like that. Shit like
I don't
that.
think all nice guys finish last. I don't.
They damn sure don't finish first.
I don't think they finish last. I don't think they finish last. I don't. I think because they playing out of their range.
I told you they finished.
Oh my God, what are you talking about?
You ain't got to. I'm a woman. I'm born a woman.
I agree
they
with
playing
her.
out of their range.
What does that mean, though?
Because you need to be with somebody that's compatible to you. We got to stop trying to force things that ain't
Hold on
right.
one
Stop
second.
forcing it.
Hold on one second.
No, get
Hold
you
on
a
one
nice
second.
woman. Stop
Hold
dealing
on
with
one
a city girl if you're a nice guy.
Hold on one second. See, this is all clubhouse talk right here.
No, this is real life.
No, it's not.
This is real life.
Shit like that.
check this
Shit
out.
like that. Shit like
Check this
that.
out.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
I know somebody that married a woman that was not like that, and he gave her everything, the
But in the
world.
words of you, JJ, that's one person. You tell me all the time, DW, that's one person. JJ, that's one person.
But
They
all
got
right, okay.
with the shit. But I understand that. We see it happen, but it don't always happen like this. So we all see things differently outside of Clubhouse. Sometimes it happens, sometimes we seen them get dogged out by that girl too. They get a girl, their whole heart, they so nice. They the same girl he got married to, the same.
But that's my point. But
He
that don't
finished
mean that
last.
she's a city girl and
Let me change the name then. She a hoe. She for the
But
street.
let me
Outside.
ask you a question. Why this man just can't love this person unconditionally, and she fucked up, and she's fucked up.
And JJ, to me, that's what makes him a nice guy. Because he will pour his love into a woman that doesn't reciprocate it. You get what I'm saying? A good man knows when his efforts is not being reciprocated. If it's not being reciprocated, hey, it's time for you to either move on or put your foot down. Shit or get off the pot. You know what I mean? I think a nice man doesn't know when to, turn that switch. I think he takes the bullshit. He, for the sake of, what? I love her. She's the type of woman I want to be with. She's beautiful. And no matter what she say to me, no matter if she's not showing me any affection, no matter if she's not answering my phone calls, I'm gonna hang in there because I'm a nice guy. You know what I mean? And I think that's what nice guys usually find themselves in,
So Brent,
I think nice guys find themselves as the chasers most of the time. They're just chasing.
Brent, so would you say a nice guy is a man with like no boundaries, no line in the sand?
Absolutely, JoJo. Absolutely.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
But based on what they said in the chat right now, it makes, like Hobo said, most men say nice guys finish last because they get leftover love she had after she was with the bad boy. I mean, we done seen that happen maybe one time, JJ, but we seen this happen. They got dogged out. They got dogged out by old boy by the boy they didn't want. I'm not gonna use the trendy words. They got dogged out by the dude that was going crazy about the bad boy. Then they go back and say, you know what? I shouldn't have messed with that type of dude. I should have got me a nice guy. Then they go back and get the nice guy after they done been dogged out, and they'll give you the whole world. Then they go sit down. That's why I say I don't think they always finish last. They still sometimes get the prize, and sometimes they don't. They just got to accept it. Nothing wrong with being a nice guy. I definitely love a nice guy. I don't want no bad boy. Never had one. Never desire to have one. But I just think they don't always finish last. They know they look. They know. I think they deep down they know.
Nice guys play chess, not checkers.
They might be smarter than the
they in
bad
it for
boy.
the long.
Yeah, and like Esquire said, assertive and nice. I never met too nice. I like nice, strong, and masculine. The key word I'm trying to point out: masculine men. You know what I'm saying? That's. I agree 100% with that one.
Assertive is definitely important. You be assertive, not aggressive. Be nice, not be weak. Yep.
But I never heard a woman say they want a super soft dude. I mean, if they do, that means they probably trying to be an alpha female. You see what I'm saying? I don't think nobody want a soft man. I don't think we desire to go get the soft man just because he's nice. That's boring.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
We doing call-ins tonight, right, Rob?
Yeah. I got it up. I guess they scared. You know, maybe the nice guys are afraid to call in.
A bunch of nice guys watching.
You know
let me go on mute. Go ahead, nice guys. I won't do nothing to you. Go ahead.
I mean, because I believe a nice guy can be masculine. He can be assertive. He can be thoughtful. He can be courteous. He can be what we used to refer to as a gentleman.
Is there any man
that's okay, we agree,
consider himself a nice guy?
What is that?
Would you consider yourself a nice guy?
Absolutely. Yeah.
You would consider yourself a nice guy?
Very nice.
Would women of the clubhouse consider you a nice guy?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you got some people vouching for you.
It don't matter what they think. It all depends on what his wife thinks.
Well, I think she wouldn't have married her.
See, y'all ass keep going back to the clubhouse thought.
I think Miss Keisha found him as a nice guy to marry her.
Hey, Rock, have you ever been criticized by your wife for being too nice?
Oh no, I've never been criticized by my wife for being too nice. Never.
I don't believe that either, Brent.
But see, Rock, I thought you said something a little bit different before.
Bro,
I know Keisha listening,
don't nobody say a person too nice unless she's a fucking hoe already. She was already a hoe.
No, man, JJ.
She was already a hoe. Like what good woman wants a man that ain't nice,
kind, courteous?
You know why, JJ? You know why, JJ? Women want to feel protected. You know,
you come get on the mic if you want to.
What y'all keep saying? Somebody's weak for because he's nice.
I think she should.
What I'm saying is,
why y'all keep saying?
I don't know. Women
let me ask you a question, Brent.
By a nice guy.
Let me ask you a question. Are you a nice guy?
Am I a nice guy?
Would be a nice.
No, I'm a thug ass nigga, JJ.
Shut up, Brent.
No, JJ, you know what, JJ? I'll be honest with you. I'll be vulnerable for a minute. I spent my whole life fighting for that balance. You know what I mean? Of being a nice guy, of being a nice guy and a guy who knows when to say when. You know what I mean? That's been a balance I struggled with my whole life. You know, and until I was willing to not reward bad behavior, did I understand that, you know what, it's not about being a nice guy.
It sounded like you was trying to raise people, Brent.
No, I mean, it was Rock, you gotta agree. I'm not the only guy who went through this. Guys who reward bad behavior. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't call me, I'ma just keep on calling. You know what I mean? She, she's acting kind of mad for any damn reason. Then I'm gonna go do something nice for her. You know what I mean? I'm gonna overlook all the things that I don't like for the sake of staying in a relationship with this woman. You know what I mean? I think every man has been there once in their life. You know, and I think until you realize that,
can you call and tell me for a minute?
I think until you realize that, hey, I gotta protect my peace. I gotta protect my love. I gotta be I got value myself in this relationship. I can't just
518
allow her to
318.
Yeah, I'll let Rock do his thing. But
hold on. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, Brent.
No, and that's all I was saying, JJ, is that I've been in situations before with women that I rewarded bad behavior. I let them talk to me any type of way. I let them play these little games with me. I keep on calling them. They would, they didn't want to talk. I didn't know how to put my foot down. I had to teach myself that. And one thing I noticed when I start, speaking up for myself, when I start standing up for myself, all of a sudden I wasn't a nice guy anymore. You know what I mean? Like I was, but I felt like ultimately I became, and this is my opinion of myself, I became a good man. I know when to say when. I know when to say no. I know what not to take. I know when love is not being reciprocated. And I think a lot of nice guys just don't have those, like JoJo said, they don't have those boundaries.
But how do they get there though, Brent? What if they can't get there? But they may not realize it's like you realize it was something that, okay, maybe I need to change this. Maybe I need to stop doing this and stop doing that. But what if people don't realize they were that person and still thinking, it's everybody else, but I allow it still.
I think nice guys, when they get retired, they become passport bros, sugar daddies, and damn tricks. You know what I mean? I think when they don't learn their lesson, that's what they roll off into the sunset as. They couldn't handle the women that were around them, so they choose other methods to, gain access to women in the form of tricking and going overseas and doing all that other shit, because they couldn't handle the women that's around them.
Look, Brent, if you saying that, some of them already started off as tricks.
Shit like that.
I think they got something that's pandering in his head right now, and he's pondering. I'm sorry, not pandering, pondering in his head right now that he want to get off his chest. And I feel some kind of way because JJ being quiet. What you got to say about that? I mean, I know my views on y'all know my views on what Brent just said as a woman, but I don't know what you other men got to say. JJ.
I'll talk when I'm ready.
But I think D-Dub was on to something. You know what I mean? The reverge of the nerds. And I think all that means is nice guys who the whole nice act wasn't working for them. And now they're deferring to other methods to gain access to women. And to me, that's all it is. I can't handle the women in the States, so I go overseas. I'm retired, so now I can spend a little bit more money on women. You know what I mean? I ain't gotta, hey, baby, I'm flying you out. I'm gonna send you back. You know what I mean? I think that's where nice guys go to die.
All right, my bad, guys. So the number is up, it's working. You're gonna have to call it in. You're gonna have to call the number. The number is working. I got it.
So basically, Brent is saying that all nice guys are like every dude on Hitch. Y'all ever seen Hitch?
Yeah, that's crazy. But I got you. Come about just basically square, don't know nothing, ain't socially awkward. It's not even
shit, JoJo. I know you done seen some. I know you an NCO in the military. You done seen some dudes get played.
But I'm just saying, it's just people that just don't really have this like the knowledge or just the social cues and stuff like that. Like a motherfucker with Asperger's. Like it just don't click for them the way it's supposed to. So
shit like that.
I get you though, but that's not every nice guy. It's a person that just doesn't know what to do at that moment, so they take what they can get. But as far as them being that way, all they can do is give what they give because they can't.
Hey, I see your number, guys. You have to stay online. I see the number popping up, but you have to stay. Oh, there you go.
Being a nice guy, literally, I'm just saying, whatever you were taught and whatever you seen or emulated from your father or whatever you seen your uncle, stuff like that, so it's pretty much what you're gonna do when you start talking to women. It's just based on what you see. If you haven't had that knowledge, and you're basically gonna be lost.
Shit like that.
I just believe in general how you've been taught, what's been seen in front of you, and how ladies are supposed to be treated. And if it's a nice version, it's gonna be nice, no matter who you are. But at the end of the day, for me, I believe that I'm a nice guy. No matter what I am, I'm real. Like pretty much, you get everything from me. I don't be out here just doing nothing, be playing around. I just do what I do. But as far as for opening doors, doing all that stuff, telling the woman she's beautiful, things of that sort, I do that stuff. So then that's what nice guys really be doing. They be complimenting, they be doing a whole bunch of stuff too. But I ain't no square ass motherfucker. Like, just won't be that. You just a square, you a square. That's like a person like having money and coming from that too. You got money and you lame, you still gonna be lame. Like it just don't really matter.
You just a lame nigga with money.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah,
it.
I know a lot of nice guys though. That's what I'm saying. I know a lot of nice guys.
That, people out there. Nice.
Yeah, I know a lot of nice guys that got access to women because they have that. They kind of turn that corner and realize like, okay, like Brent said, okay, maybe it's, you know what I mean. Sometimes I got to check myself. Maybe I'm doing too much. I got to pull back a little bit and say, guess what? I need to change this about myself or reevaluate this and may do this different. But if you don't do self accountability or self reflection, sometimes it's gonna always be the other person's fault, or they're gonna always be saying, well, we finished last and they don't choose us and we do all this and they still don't pick us. You know, they did say that, but I just think sometimes you got to turn that.
Something happened to D-Dub.
You got to be more aggressive, man.
Right.
You got
man, well, and that's why I say that's where nice guys go to die. Is in the form of sugar daddies and passport, bro. Because after a while they become, because what they're doing is not right. You know what I mean? And then they become bitter. They become bitter at all women. And then they don't have anything nice to say about women. And I think some guys choose to, I don't know if y'all ever heard the term MGTOW, but these guys choose to not deal with women at all. Then you have the other guys who bash women every chance they get on any stage that they're on. They bashing women, speaking horribly about women. And then you have the guys who say, you know what? I still want access to women, so I'm going to use my money. I'm going to use these passports. I'm going to use all these other things to gain access to women. You know what I mean? Because being nice just didn't work, So,
But Brent, so even with that too, them doing that, they're using the money for that. They ain't even gonna be nice no more. They gonna be fucking assholes because in the day I got the money. And what you gonna do for it? Like then that motherfucker could be any person you want to be with the money. He ain't gonna be nice. Motherfucker gonna be like, all right.
You think sugar daddies are mean guys?
Hey, hold on, y'all. Rock got some calls.
All right, caller, you're live on the air. What's your name and where you calling from? All right. Are you a nice guy?
We can't hear him, Rock.
You can't hear him, Rock.
Sound like some nice guy calling from his mama basement. Who is it, Rock?
Can you hear him now?
No, we can't hear him, Rock.
Hello, Mr. Nice Guy.
y'all can't hear him?
No.
Tell him speak up, Rock. Nah.
Hold on. Let me bear with me for a second.
But yeah, man. But while we wait on Rock, please share. Please share.
All right, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, I think we can hear him now, Rock.
Go ahead, caller.
Hey, this is Pedro calling from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Bruh.
Are you calling to
I don't know if
defend
I'm
the
a nice guy. Some might say I'm a nice guy. No, but guess what? I don't think I'm nice sometimes, but I think the nice guy needed in the universe. The nice guy is the cushion. He the pillow for the bad boy.
Shit like that.
He their pillow. They need him. He the comfort. He the peace. He the pillow he needed. He the back brace. He the goddamn wheelchair. He the everything for the bad guy. That makes sense to you?
Toxic. I mean, Pedro, D-Ray. What he say his name was? Now I think you're exactly right. Nice guys do have a place in society. You know what I mean? They look. we gotta have somewhere for those women to go when they're not getting having their way with the men that they want. You understand what I'm saying? Like there has to be somewhere.
To lick their wounds.
You're right. There has to be somewhere for them to go to lick their wounds until they get better, and then they can go back and deal with the men that they want.
So let me ask you this, right?
Right.
The bad boy don't seem like he's a long-term solution. From listening to hold up. Listening to the women in the chat and D-Dub on the podcast, nice guys don't have much of a future with a woman.
We didn't say that. We did not say that.
Well, they're not desired by women.
We did not say that either.
They're desired by women. Listen, man.
Nice guys are desired.
You got to get ran raggedy a little bit. You got to get a couple of bruises. You got to get some war wounds. You got to get some war wounds.
So
you got to come to the quick. You got to get beat up a little bit.
So the nice guy has to get bruised up a little bit, hardened up. Someone.
No, not the nice guy. He got to get ran. No, the woman. She got to get beat up a little bit, like bruised up a little bit to appreciate the good guy.
Shit like that.
She's taking the wrong dream.
That sounds like the most dysfunctional shit I ever heard in my life.
Bro, for real.
You know what Pedro was advocating for. What Pedro was advocating for was that a nice guy has to be there to pick up the pieces after she's dealt with the bad boy that she wanted to deal with.
But the bad boy can be a nice guy too, though, right?
I think the bad boy could be a good man.
And we just
don't like
bro. This is so fucking, bro. This is what's wrong. This is what's wrong with our culture right now, bro. All this bullshit that y'all talking about, bro. And people go out into the world and believe that this is how it's supposed to be. Bro, this shit is confusing, is whack, and that's the reason why a lot of people just
shit like that.
That's the reason why a lot of people are afraid of being in, you know what I'm saying, relationships, because motherfuckers really don't even know what they want.
JJ, are you a nice guy?
Sometimes. I mean, if you make me turn something else, that's on you, not me.
So you can be a nice guy depending on the situation.
Yes.
But let me ask you this here, Jay. Do you approach every situation with the intent on being a nice guy?
No. But you approach what you want and you act accordingly.
Now that sounds like
that's what's being an adult.
That sounds like some double talk, JJ.
Nah, I mean, think about it like this, bro.
So what you saying, JJ? All women don't deserve nice guys.
Women, hey, people deserve what they allow. That's what they deserve.
Shit like that.
Can I ask a question? So say you meet a girl, right, and y'all talking, right? She coming at you real sexually. Are you gonna be a nice guy?
What happened?
Say you meet a girl, right? Y'all talking on the phone, y'all getting to know each other, and all she talking about is sex the whole time. Not even having no intelligent conversation. Are you being a nice guy?
I give her what she want.
So, because I'm being a nice guy. If you come at me sexually on the phone and I'm getting to know you, I'm beat cheeks, and that's what I'm coming for. Well, that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? You like
shit like that.
When people want to get to know you, they'll want to get to know you. And if we just talking about sex the whole time, you don't give a fuck about me. You want to see what that thing hitting on, and I'm gonna show you.
And I'm gonna give her that dick. I'm gonna give her, you hear me, Drew? I'm gonna give her that dick nicely.
I'm gonna get it nicely. But that's all it's gonna be. You gonna get the dick, and after that, don't be trying to be my girl, cause nah, you set the tone. You set the tone from the beginning.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
But then after that though, is you the bad guy after that?
Oh yeah, of course you're gonna be the bad guy. You're definitely gonna be the bad guy.
Nice guy, no
shit like that.
I think you're only the bad guy because you put a boundary on the relationship. Like you're not a bad guy because of your actions or your conduct. You set a boundary because of what you experienced, right? I don't think that
shit like that.
I don't think that makes you not a nice guy because you said, hey, she's primarily interested in this, and for me to go to the next level with someone, I need to be somewhat more serious. I don't think that makes you not a nice guy because you demand more or you want more for yourself in a relationship, right?
No, I understand.
A nice guy doesn't mean that you give each and every woman what she wants from you. That's not what a nice guy is.
I think that's what a nice guy is, Rock. What I'm saying is
that's a panderer.
I think that's the umbrella nice guys fall under. Simps, panderers, tricks, sugar daddies, passport bros. I think that's the umbrella they fall under. You know what I mean? That's just what I.
But what I think
it's just so crazy, bro.
I think we put nice guys in the same. How can we put nice guys in the same category of manipulators? We put nice guys in the same category with weak men. We put
exactly.
I don't see how we.
I just hate that y'all like it's not some nice guys that aren't weak men.
I agree.
It is.
That's the same. I mean, it's some nice guys that are weak men and some nice guys that are some strong men. Yeah, I may not agree, but this is me. I'm dating men.
What I'm saying is, but that's not what we're saying. We're saying that a nice guy, the nice guy, is not nice because he's kind, respectful, courteous, understanding, patient. He's not nice because of that. He's nice because he gives a woman what she wants. He's nice because he lets a woman run over him. He's nice because he'll pay her bills. Like that don't make you nice. That make you
shit like that.
Hey, Rock, let me ask you this: in a scenario in which the guy is not getting the response that he wants from the woman he's involved with, he's not getting the response. He's not getting the affection. He's not getting the reciprocation. He's not getting what he desires from that woman. What does a nice guy, in your opinion, do in a situation like that?
Communicate.
He communicates.
Yeah.
So he continued to do something that ain't working.
I'm not saying whether it's working or not working. What I'm saying is, we got a caller, by the way, and we're going to bring him on in a second. What I'm saying is he communicates, and every action comes with a reaction. There's a consequence for not meeting your spouse or your significant other's needs. There's a consequence for it, right? And whatever that consequence is part of your dynamic.
See, Rock, I don't think any consequences come with a nice guy.
Oh no, that's not true. Oh, you're live on the air. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey y'all, my name is Giselle from Houston.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say, I like a good nice guy. I don't want a mean man. I don't want a man yelling at me, cursing at me, cheating on me. I for sure don't want that. I like me a good nice guy. And they're not simps and they're not panderers. They're just good men. And I hate that y'all like to call them simps and panderers like being nice is a bad thing. It's a great thing to be nice. So I like being a good, nice man. I don't want no bad boy.
Do you have a nice guy, caller? Are you married? Do you have a nice guy?
I think I do. I think I'm not married yet, but he's gonna marry me very soon. But I think I do have a nice guy.
So he don't put his foot down when it's time?
Is it a simp?
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
He's very.
Is it a punk ass nigga?
Masculine. Absolutely not. He's very masculine.
Are you sure about that?
He's very respectful and very nice. I'm very positive.
What? That sounds like a simp to me, a weak ass
Sound
man.
like a light skinned ass nigga.
That sounds like a weak ass man.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you a question. This is a very serious question.
Does he choke you when he get mad?
No. This is a very serious
My
question.
man does not choke me at all.
Let me ask you this question, caller.
Well, he a weak ass man then.
Okay.
Well, it sound like to me, JJ.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you a question. How do you reward his niceness with your compliance?
Absolutely. I'm very compliant. I'm very friendly. I'm fit, friendly, and feminine. There you go.
So why? Okay.
My man is very nice to me, and I cater to him all the time, and he don't choke me. I think that's very abusive, and for you guys to be,
What an abuse will let you.
man, you guys are kind of sick in the head.
I mean, a little choke ain't hurt nobody. Ain't abuse.
Hey, Rock, we don't need to take callers from these backwood country roads of, Sweetwater, Mississippi.
Backwood callers.
I'm
I'm from Houston, Texas, sir.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Hey, caller, do you think that the light skinned guy smoking the hell out of a hookah on this show, you think he's a nice guy or a bad boy?
Hey, the caller got disconnected.
Oh.
You just hung up. You just hung up there.
Yeah, nobody want to hear that shit.
No, but JoJo, how many nice guys do we have on the line today? Only person we know that's not a nice guy is D-Dub. But but
JJ said it depends on if he's a nice guy. If she's twerking at the stop, he a nice guy.
What I said wrong though?
You said it depends on the woman if you're a nice guy.
No, I didn't say that. I said it depends on how she treats me.
If you're a nice guy now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you reciprocate whatever's coming at you.
Energy given is energy taken.
Okay.
No. Energy given is energy given, ain't it?
Reciprocity.
Energy given is energy given.
Or returned, or however you want to say it.
Or return.
Yeah. I can go along with that.
Look, Rock, all I'm gonna say that, man, a nice guy, like I said before, it's based on like what that person's seeing and how they're gonna do when they navigate out there. Pretty much all the stuff that people normally do, hold up doors, compliment, and all that other stuff too. It all constitutes as far as for that. Now, some people may be doing it for a different advantage, but some people are genuine with a lot of this stuff. So that's how you're gonna determine it.
So we didn't ask the guys. Drewski, have you answered the question yet?
What?
Are you a nice guy?
No.
All right. So
he said that with a straight face. No.
So ladies, let me ask you this. We got a lot of ladies in the chat. Lots of ladies in the chat. With a one-word answer, yes or no, do you ultimately want to settle down with a nice guy? One-word answer, yes or no. Yes or no, ladies. And go. You can respond. Go if you want to. If you want to settle down with a nice guy, not.
I'm responding live. Yes.
I know country black ain't.
Yes, I want a nice guy, but I don't want no boring guy. No boring. It's different levels of nice guys, and I think y'all keep trying to dismiss that, but it's the different levels of nice guys. It's so many parts you can break apart and see.
We got Kayla with a yes.
Because when it comes to
three, you got 3 yeses.
It can still be nice to be a butthole.
We got the main lady with a yes.
What? It
We
depends.
got 4.
We got
Yeah,
Christy
you
with a
can still be a
yes.
nice guy.
Go make 5.
You got
Don't
so
say hell no.
I wish y'all was on the call because D-Dub on here trying to get nice guys a black eye. I'm
Go-
just going to
No, I'm giving them the truth, and that's the problem.
DW. So
Just
Go
because
make
you're nice
5.
don't mean you
5
should always
women
be
that say
fit.
yes.
So DW, you got the nice guys that are not very much attractive, that thinking that nice is gonna really get them in the door and seal the deal. Then you got the ones that are nice because that's what they choose to be. Like it is a little bit of a difference
It's a lot of layers, JoJo.
somewhere. Because like I said, everybody is nice, and we have a choice to be nice.
Hey, won't some of y'all call in and tell us what's important
Yeah,
about
because they ain't listening to
getting a
me.
nice guy?
They listen to me. He just talked over me too.
And
Rock
y'all
always doing that shit.
Ladies,
My
please
bad,
call in. The number is 518-318.
I want to get a definition of a nice guy. We know a nice guy. D-Dub said a nice guy is a boring guy. A nice guy is
I did
Steve
not say
Urkel.
that. I did not
A
say
nice
that.
guy
I did
is
not say
Alfonso,
that. I did
what's
not
his
say
name,
that.
from
You
Fresh
put words in
Prince.
my mouth.
Hey, Rock, you
It's
said
some
you're a
layers.
nice guy, but would Keisha say that? Would Keisha say that you're a nice guy, Rock?
She said no. She said no, I'm not a nice guy.
I'm just saying, but Rock, but I did not say that. Rock put those words in my mouth. I was very clear on different layers to nice guys. Just because you're nice to me.
But you can ask her, am I nice to her? She'll tell you that.
That's what I'm saying, Rock. It's different layers. You just broke down a whole different. You peeled a banana peel to the right for Keisha. She might push the other side back up. But you still may be a nice guy that's not taking nothing from you.
Sometimes she got to eat her vegetables.
Let me ask you this, Rock. Would you say your son-in-laws are nice guys?
Oh,
Absolutely.
wow.
Absolutely.
You would say they're nice guys.
Absolutely.
That's what's up, Rock. But can y'all? So nobody agrees that you can be a nice guy and still be an asshole. And
well, see, this is one of the dilemmas that women have all the time. And let me
y'all tell us, because I think they probably think the
dilemma
same thing.
is women often admire the qualities of a direct, straight up, blunt man.
Right? Can be nice.
Honest, but when you deal with a man, you want a man to be kind, sensitive, understanding, patient, all those things, right? So what you really want him to be an asshole in the streets and a teddy bear at the house. And that's, to me, that's unrealistic.
That's what you putting in our mouth again. Okay, ladies, can y'all please call in?
Some people it can be. You can still have a best in the world. Nice guy or gentleman, too. It just depends on who
I've asked this question. I would ask this question to ladies many times. Would you rather be with a guy who treats you special or treats everyone special?
Everyone.
Hey,
I want everyone.
Rock,
but I don't count everyone.
Rock, do you think Sierra wished that Russell would just act a little bit like goddamn Future, just every now and then? Hey man, I'm just messing. You know, I'm being messy.
You troll. Okay. After being abused, neglected, abandoned, does it take all that for a woman like Sierra to appreciate a nice guy though? Like sometimes that's what I think. Like a woman of her caliber shouldn't have ever been dealing with a 6-time baby daddy.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Why she couldn't deal with him? Because he got 6 kids?
Because he's shown to be irresponsible.
I mean, at the end of the day, she chose up. So
shit like that.
No. Well, okay. My point is, he hadn't shown the qualities of being a respectable, responsible man.
He showed her something for him to get with her.
Probably didn't have nothing to do with being a nice guy, though, Juice.
It could have. It could have. He could have.
My question to you, Rock,
my thing is he could have faked the phone. He could have faked the phone of being a nice guy to get with her, and then she realized that he was full of shit.
Let me ask you this, Rock. Where you think she experienced the most happiness at? Was it conducting Bible study with damn Russell Wilson and getting our brains knocked out on a balcony of the
have you ever been to
Marriott?
Have you ever attended butt naked Bible study?
Huh?
Have you ever attended butt naked Bible study?
Oh no, I never did
Hey,
that.
hey, man. Hey, I agree with Goat. It seems like people want to get their ass ran down through there before they could appreciate what the fuck a good man is or a nice guy is. They want to get ran down through there, get their dogged out, probably have a baby by these niggas, and then get with the good man or the good guy or the nice guy and decide
Shit like
all
that.
right.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit
But
like that.
you know, they get with the good guy and be like, all right, he too boring because he ain't taking me down through there like this one right here is. So I want to go cheat on this one with this right here because this is where the firecracker at right here.
That's what I was saying
You know what I'm
earlier.
saying?
Women do that, bro. They can't. They've been through with so many BS men that when they get to a guy that's a gentleman and that want to treat them right, they be like, "Oh, he boring.
Shit like that.
He
Shit
too
like
nice."
that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
That ain't what you used to.
Bro,
D-Dub,
bro,
am I lying? No, D-Dub, you roll
is
your
that-
eyes.
I'm
am I
rolling my
lying?
eyes because y'all. I could call it cap because this happens. It just happens. Y'all like you don't like Drew. You said it earlier.
we know it happens.
But I'm asking Drew's question, JJ. All I'm saying is
I'm not talking
when
about
he-
you.
Oh, okay,
I'm
never mind.
agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm telling y'all, every woman is not going. I mean, we're not going around saying, "Let me get this dude to run me through the ringer, then find a nice guy." You meeting the representative first. Don't act like some nice guys don't come out being nice first, then turn into that whole asshole that you didn't think they were. It's not a nice guy who ain't about shit either. Just because they got that nice in front of their name, that don't mean they gonna always be that same person all the time. It's some nice assholes out here, and I've been saying it the whole show. But all these, nice representatives, some nice assholes out here. You can be a nice guy and be an asshole. We don't know what's going on in Sierra and Russ' house. I know we ain't talking about celebrities, but we don't know what's going on in their household. It looks good on the outside, but I'm sure he still get on her damn nerves about some shit too. He probably still can be born, and she probably brought that flavor to his life that he needed. That's why he chose to marry her. We know a lot of people that get fucked over by the nice guy. The nice guy ain't always gonna finish it last. They put themselves
y'all
in
get
Shit
messed
like
over
that.
by a
Shit
lot
like
of
that. Shit like
posers.
that. Shit like
a
that.
lot,
When
but
we
it's a
have-
lot of posers. That's what I'm saying. They
when
come
we
as a
have-
nice guy.
when we have the nice guy convention, we don't allow any posers in the convention.
How do y'all vet them?
We know we have a special
Oh,
handshake.
y'all know, but how do y'all
Right.
vet them? How would you tell? Hold up, Rock. How would you tell your
Shit
younger
like that.
daughter
Shit like that.
how
Shit
to
like that.
how to
Shit
make
like
sure
that.
for sure that this is a true nice guy? How can you tell your your daughters how do you be sure this is a nice guy forever?
You judge him. You can only judge him by the way that he treats you. That's
'Cause
the
you had-
only-
Hey,
Yeah,
Rock,
like-
do you
like-
think your
like-
daughters
like-
got
like-
nice
like-
guys because they got big burly
Yeah, I'm trying to find out what Rock-
father-in-law?
Huh?
You
Bro,
think your
It ain't
bro,
daughters
like
got
bro,
everybody-
nice
but-
guys because they got
Come on,
a big
man.
burly damn father-in-law?
But Brent,
Put nice woman in front of my name and be nice every day, and then
but
3
Brent,
months
but-
later I
but-
change
but-
the whole BITCH.
Brent, that's unfair. That is so unfair.
My question. You see what I did there? We know them though. We know y'all know them when y'all see a nice guy. Right, Rock, at the nice guy convention. Y'all vetting them and say I can look at him and tell he's a nice guy.
We look at them. We look at nice guys, and I'm gonna just say we'll look at a guy like JoJo. He has a significant relationship that he had children by the same woman. We run his
You're gonna use me for an example as if I'm not.
yeah, we he has a job that requires him to put his life on the line, not only for his fellow soldier, but his countrymen. You know what I mean? He also is, he also is not out here being abusive, or let me just say this. I couldn't find any reports, public reports or arrests for him being abusive, neglectful to children, old people, or women. So once you pass that background check, you are officially inducted into the Nice Guy Society. Nice Guy Society has children generally by the same woman. They generally don't have any felonies or assaults on their record of children, women, or old people. You know what I mean? There are certain real strict stipulations of being a nice guy, right? And they are not out here calling women B's and H's in public.
Jojo, you in there?
So you saying,
Rob, I mean, Drewski, you that type of guy too, you know? Yeah, I mean, you a good guy, and JJ's a good guy.
It's an act.
You know,
I don't give a fuck.
but Rob,
Drewski.
Do you know? Y'all know any nice guys that turn bad?
Huh?
Y'all know any nice guys that turn bad? Because they got ran through.
They turn bad all the time.
Yes, because if a nice guy. If a nice guy,
he's on Clubhouse right now.
If a nice guy is harmed by the wrong woman, he will turn into a bad human being. He will. If he is abused, neglected, taken advantage of, falsely accused, all that kind of stuff, he'll become
shit like that.
He'll become a bad guy. He will become very distrusting. You know what I mean? And all those things. He'll develop a very negative attitude. All those things because of him being affected by those relationships that harmed him. You know.
I know one thing that
because it looks like these like I say, these nice guys getting a black eye, man. These nice guys getting a black eye out here, man.
Hey, D-Dub, I got a question, D-Dub. Would you say you ever fumbled?
I answered anywhere. But go ahead now.
D-Dub, would you say you ever fumbled a nice guy or good guy?
Yes, I have.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Hey, any other ladies out there fumble a nice guy? Just fumble him. Just cough him up.
You want to know how I fumbled him?
How you fumble him?
I didn't move at his pace. Or I didn't move the way he wanted me to, so I fumbled him. So I think that's the way I fumbled him. I could have just, but I didn't. And, I have to take that to the chin. I think a lot of women can say that. They fumbled. Yeah. Everybody, I think you fumbled a nice guy.
Yeah. I think there's a man that fumble good women. Same, But
I ain't gonna sit around and be like, "Oh my gosh,"
I don't know. I don't know no man that's ever said this to me. Now there may be some guys out there, but I've never heard a man say, JJ, she was too nice and sweet and kind and loving and appreciative and understanding and caring. She had too much of that.
I put mayonnaise on it, jelly. That was a simple question that Brent asked me, and you went. But go ahead. Go off. After my work, go off.
I believe men mismanage good women, but we don't leave them for those traits, right? We don't leave them for those things that are important in relationship. We leave them for other reasons, for when we on our own bullshit. You know what I mean?
But see, I think that's what comes with being transparent.
Shit like that.
I think that comes with transparency sometimes in communication. At the beginning of a relationship or getting to know somebody, and you understand that person better. But we had a show the other day, and that's why I said I can't come to nobody saying I'm completely whole because I got, everybody got a skeleton or two. You know what I mean? There's something that I fumbled on, and I know I messed up on. I don't want to do it again, but you know what I mean? That's why I say I can't come to stuff whole completely, not having any skeletons.
I fumbled the bag one time.
But it was because of you, right? You didn't fumble them because they was too nice.
No. I fumbled the bag because when I look back on the situation, I wasn't mature enough to handle this woman.
That's
and when I tell you, that's just years of sitting down and thinking about the whole situation. I thought I was ready for that. And I wasn't ready, and that was a maturity thing. That was a maturity, like as a man, and emotional maturity too. Like I was lacking it, so I definitely fumbled it bad, And I think about it sometimes. I'm like, damn, I wish I had been in a better place. Like, I wish I was more mature when I had met that woman, because that was somebody I could see myself like being married to.
Man, that's good insight, Drewski.
And Drew,
JJ, you
Drew,
and JoJo ever
Drewski.
fumbled a good one?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Drewski, and that's exactly what the whole situation is when it, bro. It's all about goddamn maturity, man. It's all about, you know,
Shit like that.
if you're gonna have something in your hand that you know is good, why, you know, I'm trying to understand why we that. You dig what I'm saying? Why would you want to go to something that I feel like if you go into shit that brings you a little bit of pain and agony, then you got some hurt there that's not good for your mental health. Like I think people that like to run to that shit
like that.
are really, you know what I'm saying, they going through some shit personally, you know what I mean? But damn, man, we like an hour into the show, man.
JJ, you never answered the question. You and JoJo, y'all ever fumbled a good one?
Oh, I'm not answering no questions, bro.
Damn asshole.
I got one thing.
Like that.
Don't say that, Brent. That's a nice guy right there. No, he's not an asshole. He's a nice guy. It's subjective.
No. I'm an asshole. There's a difference.
I mean, everybody answered the question, honestly. You know, D-Dub answered, Drewski answered, you know. I know I fumbled.
But all right, so let me ask you a question, bro. When you're a child, you think as a child and you do as a child. Right. So, you know, I was very immature growing up, fumbling a lot of women that, I mean, I was married too. So, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all a part of growing up and learning shit. Saying, but you learn and you got them get better as a person. Hey, just like Master P said, you know what I'm saying? God's still working on me. Yeah. God's still working on me, man. You know what I mean? So
I think Master P on some goddamn narcissistic shit with his shit, though.
Why you say that though? I mean, bro.
I think some people say that shit just so I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do, but I'm gonna say God's still working on me. You know what I mean? You know?
But what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. But to answer your question, I mean, that's you know, we grow up, man. You know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna be, you know what I'm saying, 40-some years old fumbling no good thing. Like, that'll be stupid for
JJ,
me.
I would say this. I don't know about fumbling good women, but I know I done fumbled some blessings. You know what I mean? And, you know, there was people sent in my life that were, it was a blessing, but, you know, I wasn't ready for it at the time and, you know, mishandled it and made some bad decisions, bad choices, you know, so I can say that much, you know.
Yeah. I'm glad to hear you brothers speaking about y'all past fumbles, because that makes me fortunate that I was able to grab on to the ball, tuck it under my arm, with lots of people and things slapping at my ball, trying to pull it away from me.
The ball again.
As I was making jukes and going down the line and running for the end of my good thing. I was able to secure my good thing. You know. I appreciate you,
down
brother.
me to elevate yourself. I don't like.
I appreciate you brothers coming
So did
and
y'all-
speaking the light. And I assure you, next time you get your hands on that good thing, you'll be able to hold on.
Y'all agree with what this is on the screen right there? With his head
I
down,
don't even see it.
with his head down, and he's sad and down and out and crying in the corner of the car or something like that. That's just, I'm just saying, have y'all nice guys experienced all that when y'all was sitting on with his head down, asking his friend what did he do wrong?
That's GOAT. That's what GOAT did.
This GOAT's a good guy.
GOAT is my brother from Mississippi.
He's a horny.
I love him.
Yeah.
I think GOAT is ready to be a good man, and he
That boy's
just
a horny
needs.
king,
But-
bro. He
but-
can't
but-
be
but
good.
here's
There's a horny fucking king.
GOAT.
He just made the nice guy.
He don't
Never
think he don't
But
think
here's
nothing
the
but pussy,
fun of-
man. He's not no nice guy. He would
GOAT, I'm gonna pray for you, man. I think you
But here's the-
deserve
Here's
love
the
and
thing, man.
happiness.
This is one fundamental thing, guys. Like, and I think nice guys get caught up on this. I think guys who are not so nice get caught up in this, right? Y'all need to learn to appreciate the woman who appreciates you. See, a lot of times these guys out here, and this ain't got nothing to do with being a nice guy. A lot of these guys out here trying to appreciate women who don't appreciate
Shit like
you.
that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
That's real stuff. So you go out there trying to impress a woman that don't have the level of interest in you that she needs to have. And if you continue to do that as a man, you're gonna continue to be in your car with your.
But didn't I say that earlier? Am I
That's
tripping?
not but that ain't
I
got
used
nothing
the
to do
wrong word. Maybe I should have said deserve, appreciate. Yeah.
No, that ain't got nothing to do with a nice guy, because all guys do that. Nice guys do that, lying guys do that, dog guys do that. All
Shit
guys
like
do
that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
We
GOAT,
tryna-
I'm so happy for you that you got you a good woman, because you deserve it, man. You deserve it. You're a good guy. You got a good job. You're from Mississippi, which I know, and you know that you have Southern value systems, values. And I'm so happy that you got you a good woman, and I hope you do the right thing by her and you marry her. And
Okay, so
what is Britt talking about, bro?
I'm gonna say this. Go. Listen, go.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Listen to the sound of my voice, man. You better move in the great light, boy. You know you a horny dude, man.
You go down here trying to secure more than one bag, though.
Fuck this up, you horny bastard.
I think go down here trying to secure more than one bag. See, that's the problem. Like,
whoa.
I'm just being honest. Like,
don't speak ill of my Mississippi brother like
I ain't
that.
speaking ill of
Look, Rock. Look,
You
Rock.
like- you
Deion
said-
Sanders just left Jackson State. We have been through enough. You know what I mean? And Go is trying. He got him a lady and a God-fearing lady. I hope Goat settle down with her and marry her and raise little goats.
Fuck all that. That man has
You
a
know what I
succubus spirit in him. He needs to get that up out of him. He's a horny
Jojo, are you saying goat is infected with the spirit of Jezebel?
Yes, he got the succubus. He got a succubus spirit in him. Man, get rid of that shit, man, so he can be successful.
Whenever he going places, he the first one making it all horny.
Horny ass motherfucker.
Hey, JJ, how does goat get that Jezebel spirit out of him?
Man, hey, man, God's still working on him, man.
Guy, so he don't have the Jezebel spirit. He's a nice guy. He don't have that Jezebel spirit in him. It's not.
God's still working on him, man.
Get his horny ass out of here.
Nah, he be horny, bro.
Sick of goat shit, bro. I don't give a what you got. Get
Hey,
your
man,
horny shit out you, bro.
All the man want is love. That's all Goat want is love. You know what I mean? And he found it in. And why are we not praying for this brother? You know what I mean? Why are we praying for his downfall? You know what I mean? Goat, he found him a young lady, and he's ready. And I think we should we support this brother, and
Hey, y'all crazy as hell, man. Y'all put that man.
I ain't worried about the goat.
You're an herbalist and you under natural remedies, right? What do you rub on you, or what gem do you use to get that Jezebel spirit out of you?
You
I
for
mean,
real, right?
he sat on the stoop, I guess, and
No, I'm
held
just
his
saying.
head down and asked his friend,
Is there a
what he
gem
do
we can buy
wrong?
goat
He
that he
did
can wear
everything
around
right.
his
He's
neck
ungrateful
to get
women.
that Jezebel spirit out of him?
No, he sat on the stoop and held his head down on the steps and held his head down and asked his friends what he did wrong, Rob. Then he did everything right for these ungrateful women. So that's what he did. He had to go back and reevaluate himself and take self accountability. That's what he did.
That's what it sounds
Hey,
like.
man,
to me.
You know what? Go. I'm gonna be that. Go. You Morris Chestnut, and I'm that other nigga from Best Man, and I'm gonna get you across that finish line. I don't care if you beat my ass. I don't care. We go at it. I'm gonna get you across that finish line, brother. You gonna get married. You know what I mean? We can get you there.
Hey, Goat, and don't, I know you from Mississippi and everything, but don't let your sisters and your girl and your mama call your girlfriend a hussy. Please don't let them do that.
Man, y'all
That's
tripping,
downright
man.
mean.
Hey, man, we about an hour and a half, man, in, bro. So we're gonna get some last minute comments, man, before we close this thing out. We're gonna start with old DW down at the bottom right there.
Make sure y'all like and share and subscribe to our channel and follow your favorite auntie on all the social media platforms. And I just want y'all to, we got to do more self-evaluating and stop trying to blame everybody else for it, because I don't think everybody a good guy that think they're a good guy. I'm out.
Tiffany, you've been a woman of few words tonight. What you got to say before we close this thing out?
I agree with D-Dub saying that we just got to evaluate ourselves. And I think that what y'all evaluate as a nice guy is completely different than what the women who date y'all would evaluate as a nice guy.
Oh, here we go.
So, yeah, I'm going to just leave it at that. Y'all follow me on all social media, not any Tiffany with an IE, not a Y.
Joe, what you got?
Man, all I'm gonna say is, man, look, if you're gonna be nice, man, be nice because it's gonna be genuine. Don't use it to get nowhere, and then you end up fucking some shit up, and then that person's hurt again, and she's out there hurting something. It's a vicious cycle of hurt people hurting people. So if you're going to pour and be nice and do all those nice gestures and things, pour into that person in the correct manner. That's all I have to say on that one, and I'm gonna pass it to Rock.
Man, I just want to say,
Shit like
man,
that, shit like that, shit
man,
like that, shit like that.
each and every woman out there should wake up in the morning, put some deodorant on and some perfume, and go out in the world and hug you a nice guy and show him your appreciation.
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
It's obvious to me that nice guys are underappreciated in our community, and those guys should be lauded and encouraged to continue on their nice journeys. And so at the end of the day, gentlemen, don't be afraid to be a nice guy. Embrace your niceness and continue to propagate love and understanding throughout the world. Nice guys finish first.
Woo! Drewski, what you got, Drew?
Don't be horny like the goat, and you'll always finish first.
Facts.
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
Facts.
Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. And follow me on Instagram at King Drew _430.
Get your horny ass out of here, Goat.
Brent, what you got, brother?
You know, JJ, all I say is we've been through a lot as a people. We went through slavery, we went through Jim Crow, we went through separate but equal, we went through the civil rights movement, now we going through Megan, damn Tory Lanez. You know what I mean? We've been through a lot, and we deserve love. And that, you know what, like, you know, you go out there as a black person here, and you don't feel like you deserve it. So anytime a person treats you with any form of, you know, kindness or whatever, you wanna discard it. You don't think you deserve it, but you do deserve it. You deserve to be loved. Like Goat, he deserves to be loved. You know what I mean? And he found love. And I think I think that we all deserve to be loved. Everybody here on stage deserve someone to love them with unconditionally and make it love them to their dirty draws. And I think that's all I have to say, JJ. It's Sam Scorver on all social media channels. Follow the goddamn Sexy Cigar Lounge. We in this bitch. You know, to it every single night with fucking bangers. So holla at your boy.
For sure, man. Hey, I appreciate all of our watchers, man. All of our goddamn subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Share this topic. You know what I'm saying? Share the YouTube page on your social media platform. You know, we're trying to get a bunch of subscribers, man. You know what I'm saying? So we can really bring y'all some more good content. So with that said, man, peace out, man. Until the next show.